we focus on direct-to-consumer businesses, and these are usually newer businesses that are doing like 3 to 5 million a year, and then we try and 10x those companies. So what we started doing is, like, we didn't have the budget to go spaff it on expensive agencies. We can't afford that. What are we going to do? Let's find out what people in the market are already telling us. So what we do is we'd scrape all of the reviews of all of our competitors, and we try and find review repositories, which would be on websites that would be a little bit harder to fake, because the reviews on companies' websites are sometimes a little bit curated. So we'd be looking for things like Amazon. We'd be looking for things such as third-party review sites. Then what we do is we'd start running a sentiment analysis and a statistical count. So what are the things that the happy customers are saying about their experience with the brands? What about the middle of the road? What about the unhappy? We then had a pretty good feel about what the customers were saying. So we then jump onto all of the different websites and try and gauge what they were saying about themselves. So what are they communicating outwardly that they bring to the table? But the missing bit was how to understand what they were communicating off their website, and that was through their marketing activity. So that's when I met Mark and Alon, and the first when they told me about the tool, I thought it was not true. I thought it was witchcraft. And then they're like, all right, don't give us access to any of your data, and we're going to reverse engineer what you guys are doing. I was like, yeah, bullshit, mate. And then they came back with it a few days later. I was like, okay, I need to sign exclusivity within the category, and then I want to work with you guys. I don't want anyone else having this stuff. So then what was really, really interesting is that even with some of our sophisticated competitors, and these are people that have raised hundreds of millions of dollars, they didn't actually mimic what their customers wanted or what their customers cared about in terms of what they got when they ordered their products. So what you start finding is these really clear different gaps in terms of marketing strategy and marketing messaging. And that's what we used to essentially build out our strategy with a unique advantage. We know that there's these value propositions people really, really give a shit about, and nobody's talking about it. So I think the first chunk there with our messaging audit does a really good job at working out what we should be saying. The other bit that was strategically very, very interesting was about budget allocation across channels. So there's two pieces that come out of that. So the first one is where are the green pastures? So for example, we knew we were quite good at YouTube, and then we'd look within our competitive set and no one was really spending into it. And some person could think that means that the channel doesn't work. I know how to crack that. So then we're like, bang, we've got this green pasture to absolutely smash it. Then the other piece that was interesting was when competitors are running aggressive allocations to a channel such as like Facebook, why and how? What are they talking about? What are the different funnel flows that they've got? So are they hitting different market segments, such as could it be 18 to 25-year-olds? They've got a really specific piece of messaging that we'd never be able to see because I'm not 25 anymore. And then what are the dark funnel flows that actually come after that? So a lot of these pages, once someone clicks the ad and they're going on site, that's dark. Those pages are unindexed. So it's difficult to find those without some piece of competitive intelligence. Then the third part, which was really interesting and essential to follow, are these land grab periods throughout the year. So there's ramp ups to sales periods where sometimes it's first impression that gets it. So if these guys are ramping up aggressively a week ahead of you with a better offer that may not be publicly listed on their website, they can actually capture a lot of market share and they can move quite quickly. The other side of it is that sometimes competitors would pulse in an off-season sale. It may be a clearance, whatever the hell it is, and you start seeing your ROAS on Facebook just absolutely tank. It's because these bastards have come in beautifully and they've started flanking you with some kind of offer that just trumps what you've got. So it's really, really important to stay on top of that.